Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emma, also known as Made in the Moment, and today I have decided to tackle my yarn closet and rearrange things, reorganize things, because I've been feeling a little bit uninspired recently. I think doing this always helps me just to take the yarn off the shelf, hold it, look at it, and really figure out what I want to do next. So this here is my yarn closet. It's not too bad. It really is not that bad, not terrible. But the shelves are not color coordinated how I want them to be. They're not stacked how I want them to be. So I'm gonna do that. And also while I'm doing that, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about the yarn, where I got it, what projects I got it for, what I wanna make with it. Jada has been visiting me. Say hi.
Emma's making me do all their work and they're not paying me. Please help me, please.
I did go through some of my yarn, and this is all yarn that I am gifting to Jada so she can make Christmas presents. If you're one of Jada's friends or family, don't look right now.
Please.
The worst part about this closet is that I just have bags hanging places with projects. I was gonna start a blue scrap project, so there's just blue scraps in here. So I gotta deal with that a little bit. So I also have this yarn that I got from Red Heart at this event I went to in New York City last week, and I'm just gonna leave that in the corner for now, but I will put it on the shelf.
I hosted, if you even care. I hosted that event.
This is all of the yarn that I have taken out. I have my scrap bucket here, my bag of miscellaneous yarn things, and then all of the yarn. Before we continue, I want to take a second to thank the sponsor of today's video, BetterHelp. BetterHelp is the world's largest therapy service and is 100% online. As I've been exploring my gender identity and sexuality, it's been really helpful to have someone to talk to. I just realized I could have made an out of the closet joke, because this is organizing my yarn closet, and I'm talking about being gay. Oh. Sometimes it's nice to say things out loud for the first time to a neutral third party so I don't have to worry about people judging what I say. Something that put me off of therapy for a long time was having to leave my house, go to a place that I don't know, sit in a room that I might not be comfortable in, and talk to someone new. It can also be hard to find therapists that are in your area, that fit your specific needs, and that are comfortable to talk to. But BetterHelp makes it easy. To get started, you fill out a questionnaire that asks what you are looking for in a therapist. I love seeing a questionnaire with lots of gender and sexuality options to choose, and it gives you the option to match with a therapist who specializes in LGBTQ+ related therapy. The right therapist can make a huge difference in your life, and with BetterHelp, finding someone you can trust is less daunting. BetterHelp then matches you to one of the 30,000 licensed therapists in their network to find the one that's right for you. They also make it easy to change therapists at any time for no extra cost. If you think you might benefit from therapy, consider checking out BetterHelp. Click the link in the description or check out betterhelp.com/madeinthemoment to try it out for yourself. And by using my link, you can get 10% off your first month of therapy. That's betterhelp.com/madeinthemoment for 10% off your first month. Thanks again to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video, and let's get back into it. I do feel like a lot of the time I don't have that much yarn, but then when I put it all in one place like this, it is quite a lot to look at. And I know compared to some people, it's still not that much, but I feel like it's just, I just can't use all of this right now, and it's too overwhelming when it's all just piled up in my shelves, so. So I'm looking forward to going through it and putting it back on the shelves and, I don't know, remembering some yarns that have been forgotten. Do-do-do-do-do. Corporate soundtrack.
Corporate sound is so...
Also, look at this cool mug that I got when I was in Ann Arbor. I went to this art fair, and at the first booth I went to, I saw this mug. I attended this art fair intending to buy a mug, and this was the first one I saw, and I bought it. And it's really cool. Just a dragon eye. Ooh. I can't remember the name of the artist, but I will look it up and write it down here. Also in my yarn closet, I have this.
Whoa.
You like that?
I like that.
You like this?
I don't even have one of those.
I know. What should I do with this? Should I like put it up in my bathroom or something?
Yeah.
I got this I did one market and I got this and I was like, oh, I'll do more markets, but I didn't really like it. At least with the pieces that I had with like all the garment pieces and stuff, I just didn't have enough like small things that people would just walk up and be like, oh, I'll buy something that's $20. You know, like no one was really going around looking to shop for handmade garments. It was also at like a brewery and the main event was to drink and hang out and listen to music, and then there were also vendors. So that was my only experience doing a market, but I did get this. Get this. I think it would be funny in my bathroom, right?
That would be funny.
And then this basket is like my junk drawer of yarn stuff. Probably not the best system, but it works. This is my Swift and Winder. Things that I want to unravel. My roommate gave this to me, just black yarn, and I have meant to unravel it, but instead I just hold on to it for months and months. And then I got this, I thrifted this weird sweater. Have I shown you this, Jada?
No.
It has like,
Oh,
looks like someone like took like a huge bite out of the shoulders. And I saw it, and the yarn is really nice. So at first I was thinking, oh, I'll unravel it and make something with it. But I sort of feel like I can do something here where I unravel a bit of it maybe and then turn it into a sweater vest and then use the sleeve yarn for something else and then duplicate stitch something onto it. So that was a dream that I had once, an aspiration of mine, and yet it remains in the box. This basket also contains my scary bag of swatches, which one day maybe I'll do something with, or I'll just keep adding to it. Also, some like random granny squares. This little tapestry that I never mounted. This is what has happened. But yeah, like this bag, these are all colors that I use when I make a duck vest, so I keep these up here so I can find them. These are some flowers, some little flowers I made when I thought I was going to get really into making earrings, but then I didn't. Actually, there might be a finished pair in here. Jada, do you want it?
Let me see it. Let's see it then.
Let's see it then.
Let's see it then.
Oh. Well, there's
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, give me.
You want all these flowers?
Yeah.
You know, this basket might be a task for another day. Ah!
Quiet out there.
Why, I oughta. Ah! But yeah, I think this is something that I'll tackle on another day. But now I'll put my yarn back. There's never really a good place to start, but I'll start with the yarn bucket because that has its assigned place up in the shelves. It is just a bunch of scraps of projects that I have finished, and this is what I dig into when I am inspired to make a scrap project. And it's in a bucket because, I don't know, I have this bucket and I don't really know what else you're meant to do with a bucket like this.
No choice.
The scrap bucket goes up here, and that is something that I'll go through one day and figure out and untangle. But for today, back on the shelf. Okay, I have a solution to make me not forget about the things in this basket. And the solution is I'm gonna put it on the bottom row so that I can see into it and so it's not hidden up here. And I'm gonna see if that works for now. So I'm gonna put these granny squares in and maybe I'll do something with them and maybe I'll remember to unravel this scarf because I'll see it. Okay, I always organize my yarn by color, by like shade in rainbow order. but I think I'm gonna try something different this time, where I organize things based on like what order I want to use them in, and see if that works. So the top shelf will be things that I want to use like pretty soon, and then less and less as it goes down. Also, I must admit that my coffee table has quite a bit of storage, and currently it's all being taken up by yarn, so I also have to deal with this yarn.
I'm trying to blow my nose softly.
Oh no, you can blow it loud.
You don't want anything?
No, I'm good.
Are you sure? Coffee. Yeah.
This is all yarn that is left over from the granny square hoodie that I made, and I just need to untangle it a little bit so that I can put it on the shelf. I keep not being sure where I want to start, but I'm just going to start with a few yarns that I know I want to use for projects pretty soon. So the first yarn is, this is from Moa from Hans Design. The colorway is So True Bestie. It's this nice white with like green and gray. And the plan was to make one of Moa's patterns. I started swatching, but it's still sitting here caked up. But this is one that I really want to work on. And the reason I haven't gotten further on it is because I can't decide which one of her patterns to make. So next yarn that I am working on, I have it like sectioned off into a bag. And I'm going to knit myself a goose vest to match the one that I knit for Ashley Norton as a commission. So it's going to be this nice blue background. This is going to be the goose. And I thrifted all of this blue yarn. I bought this blue yarn at Goodwill, just all in a bag. I can't believe I got so much of the same dye lot. So this, wrapping her up, gonna put her up there. Next few things that I would like to make at some point. I have all of this nice green, forest green Arcane Fiberworks. I have no idea how I'm holding all of these in one hand. Would love to knit a duck vest with this, and slash maybe another bird. I don't know, or maybe even something else. But I really like this green. I've been super into wearing this kind of dark green color recently, so would be fun to knit a vest with this. I'm gonna put this up at the top as well. Okay, slightly changed the angle so that there's better lighting. This is loops and thread. I don't remember what kind it is. I already have lost the label for it, but it's this really nice, excuse my finger. I think it's acrylic, but it's meant to look like a merino wool. And I sort of want to make a beanie out of this. Jada has really inspired me to try and make some Christmas presents for people this year, so put this one at the top as well. Then I have these Noro yarns. The color is Silk Garden, and it is a silk, mohair, and wool blend. I got these as a gift from one of my followers, Mandy, messaged me and was like, hey, I bought a bunch of Noro yarn that I really like, really pretty colors, but I just don't think I'm gonna use it. Can I gift it to you? So she gave me these and these, and honestly, I'm just trying to figure out what to make with them because they're so gorgeous. I love all of the different colors in this, and I really like these nice blues and greens too. So I did start knitting a beanie with this yarn, but I have so much of it that I feel like I might actually, I mean, I didn't start the beanie, I just started swatching. So I might save that for something else and use this for a sweater. I don't know if I quite have enough. Probably not. Maybe a vest. I don't know, but I do want to use this pretty soon. Considering the way I'm talking about it though, I feel like it's gonna go second shelf. And then I'm gonna put these Noro yarns second shelf as well. This purple like slub yarn I got at Make and Mend, a secondhand craft store. I got this big piece of sweater and I unraveled it and have used this already to knit a short sleeve raglan, and I still have this much left, so not sure what I'm gonna do with it, but we'll see. Here is some gorgeous Malabrigo yarn that I got from Downtown Yarns in New York City, and I knit this much of a back panel and then realized that I was not gonna have enough yarn to continue if I made it this size, so I need to find a yarn to pair this with, and then I think I'm gonna unravel this and do something else with it, but I love this blue color. So nice and bright. I think I'm gonna put this on the top shelf because it's something that I would like to work through. Here is some wool, just yellow wool. I think my mom thrifted this. I'm going to start a pile of things that I want to cake before I put them up there. So I'm just gonna put this down here. Okay, here are some yarns that I was gifted from Sirdar. These are extra chunky, but I think that they kind of go well with some of my colors from the granny hoodie. Maybe, I don't know. Mix and match a little bit, but I do want to do something with these. Again, maybe they would be good for gifts. Some of these are not colors that like I would wear, but I could see someone else wearing. So I'm gonna put these on this third row. And I'm gonna put these there as well. We have some yarn for a project I'm currently working on, so I'm actually gonna put this into my coffee table. A few more yarns I'm gonna use for a tapestry that I'm working on, and then another project I'm doing. Then I have these orange and pink, 50%, I believe this is a cotton acrylic blend. These are fun. I'm gonna put them on the shelf with the acrylics. Update on the organization system. I think this shelf is gonna be wool, this shelf is gonna be acrylic, and then this bottom shelf is probably gonna be like little mismatched things. So to the wool shelf, I'm going to add these two wools from Arcane Fiberworks. Whoa. Although, actually, I'm going to put this one on the top shelf because I want to knit a balaclava with it. Then I also have this merino wool from Glory Hand's shop, and this from Juniper Moon Farm, I believe. Really nice, light blue. Honestly, these two look really nice together. Don't know. I love a blue-purple combo. Can't believe it took me this long to get here, but this is Yarn God Iconoclast from Hans Design, Moa, my friend. She gifted me these and they look so beautiful in the hanks. I haven't even been able to take them out yet, but I have things that I want to make with these. I just can't decide what yet. I had an idea that I thought I was gonna do and then I sort of changed my mind. So putting these on the top shelf because I want to do something with them. I've been a little too scared to approach this bag of scraps. This is a bunch of scraps that I used for my Scrappy Anything raglan, and I just don't see myself using these for anything really. So I think what I'm going to do is start a little bag of scraps for my dear friend Aiden Wells Crochet. She's always using scraps for things, and she was the one who inspired me to make that Scrappy Anything raglan like that, so I'm gonna ship her off a little package. She also takes my ends. This is the bag, this is the container of scraps I have right now for her in this Trader Joe's thing. I have these two cones of alpaca. I got these on eBay. I have had them forever. I made a button up and I've used them for some other projects, and I want to do something else with them. But I don't think they're quite like top shelf. I'm ready to work on them, so I'm gonna put them on the wool shelf. Then we have this white wool that I am actively knitting a cable knit vest with. We'll put this on the top shelf. Some more wool. This is Malabrigo Rasta. I'm gonna put this on the wool shelf because I don't know what I'm doing with this, but it's very pretty and very nice, and I would like to do something with this at some point. These are some really nice wools. This is a mohair that I also got from eBay. This is mohair from A Wild Offering. Really, really pretty. I've used this already. This is just like my leftover. Not sure what I'll do with this, but we'll put it on the shelf. Another acrylic. Just got some bits and bobs. I'm gonna put this in a pile over here to be dealt with later. More wool. This is from the Hobby Lab. I got this as a gift so that I could design a cardigan pattern for them that will be out eventually. I have some black yarn from Arcane Fiberworks, and even though this is wool, I'm gonna put this on the miscellaneous shelf just so it's kind of easier to find. I think that I also want to put mostly the blacks and whites down here. I have this big skein of white cotton that I unraveled from the thrifted sweater. This is gonna go down here as well. White boucle, also down here. Gray merino left over from my pigeon vest. Some little bits of black yarn. I'm tired of this. Here's some more wool I got from Downtown Yarns. I got it to do color work with and then never did the color work project. This is yarn I thrifted. Both of these wools are going on the wool shelf. This wool was for my pigeon vest. This wool was for the On Fire sweater that I knit. And then this wool was gifted to me from my friend Alana. Also, putting them on the wool shelf, I feel like this system is maybe not working very well and I might have to reorganize it, but this is fine for now. All right, it's been a few hours. It's dark outside, but here's my update. Dun, 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 dun. Then this pile of yarn that I need to wind / untangle, which is not too bad. And once I cake these up, I'll put them back on the shelf and then show you what it looks like. I still have yet to deal with these things, so I'll do that and show you then what it looks like. Everyone say bye to Jada.
I'm gonna miss you so much. I'm definitely not gonna see you in a month. Don't forget to follow me so you can see these muscles on my channel. We're gonna have a vlog up. Might be up already. Who knows? I might even do this in the vlog. That's just
Ooh.
a taste.
Okay, see you in the vlog. No, I'll actually see you in the vlog. Okay, it's time to wind the pile of things. These are the things that I need to wind just so it's easier to stack and so that I can use them. I always get people who ask me what I put inside the cakes, and I just roll up the yarn tag like this and then put it inside like so that I have the tag information in there. And I decided I'm actually not going to wind this because I think that this will be an extra for my project, and if I don't use it for the project I'm working on right now, then I'm going to probably hand dye this because it's a nice natural base, so I'm going to keep it skeined up for now. And now I just have to deal with these, and I'm just going to hand wind these. Okay, these are gonna go in the scrap bucket. This is gonna go on the top shelf, and then I'm gonna put these away as well. gonna leave it. I know it doesn't look that much more organized than it was before, but I feel like I have an idea of what things are where and can find things more easily, I guess. And I also did go through and pull out a few things that I want to donate. So there's a little bit more space on the shelves, which is always great. You know, I have a whole shelf cleared now for this basket, which feels better. I put the boxes up here vertically so they're not like taking up all the floor space. And overall it just like feels like there's more space in the closet, which is nice. So. And a huge thank you to my Bloom patrons, Sheepy, Lauren, Tegan, Jolie, Ava, Scout, and Janela. If you'd also like to support me on Patreon, all of the links will be listed down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.